Everyone knows juggling can be difficult for beginners. So today, we're going to give you some quick tips that will help you increase your juggling record and improve your ball control. You're watching All Attack.
Tip number 1, drop to thigh.
So if you're a beginning juggler, in our opinion, the easiest way to start is to simply start with the ball in your hands and drop it to your thigh. Just like that. And once you can do one juggle easily, then you can start doing multiple. The truth is, juggling with your thighs is pretty easy, at least compared to most other parts of your body, which is why we recommend you start with it. It's a good way to start getting a juggling record, because when you move to the feet, it's going to get a lot harder.
Tip number 2, drop to feet.
Now, there are a couple ways to start juggling with your feet. The first is to drop the ball on the ground and then juggle it after it bounces. And the second is to drop the ball directly from your hands to your feet. Maybe adding a little backspin if that's helpful for you. With both techniques, you probably want to start with one juggle to get comfortable, then move on to multiple juggles. As for which way is better, I'm not sure it really matters. Whatever works for you is fine. And besides, once you can do 10 or more juggles, you should really be moving on from using your hands anyway.
Tip 3, learn the flick up.
Now it's time to start juggling from the ground. Here's the basic technique for flicking the ball up. You start with the ball out in front of you and use the underside of your foot to pull the ball back toward your body. Then, as the ball is rolling back, stick your toes underneath the ball and lift them upward. Of course, at the beginning, it's going to take some practice to do it well. But once you get it, it's going to be the easiest thing in the world.
Tip 4, alternate feet.
Once you can juggle the ball decently with your strong foot, you should really start trying to integrate your weak foot. Start by doing one juggle with your weak foot for every 3 juggles with your strong foot. And then work your way up until you can alternate feet, juggling the ball one time with each foot. This should make it easier to juggle for long periods of time, because you won't be tiring out just one foot.
Tip 5, juggle with a partner.
Juggling by yourself is great, but juggling with a partner might be even better, because it's similar to how you might receive the ball in the air in a real game. If you're a beginner, you should start close together and juggle the ball back and forth, just doing whatever you can to keep the ball in the air. Then, as you improve, you can start limiting yourselves to 2 touches and 1 touch. Move farther apart. And just have fun with it and do different things. The only thing that really matters is that you're getting practice controlling the ball out of the air.
Tip 6. Don't give up.
Honestly, this is probably the most important tip for beginning jugglers. If you want to become great, just don't give up. The truth is, when you first start juggling, it's going to be really hard. It might even feel impossible. But if you keep at it every day for weeks and months, you're going to be able to do it. Just like this person did. This is a comment from one of our old juggling videos.
Tip 7. The basketball hoop challenge.
A great way to practice your upper body control is to try to score in a basketball hoop. Start with your feet, juggle the ball up to your head, and try to head it in. And if you miss, try to keep the ball from hitting the ground, then juggle the ball up and try again.
Tip 8. The 7-point challenge.
One good way to test your overall juggling ability is the 7-point challenge, where you juggle the ball from one foot to your thigh, to your shoulder, to your head, then down to your other shoulder, other thigh, and other foot. This is a great way to practice controlling the ball with different parts of your body, because in a game, you never know when the ball might come to your left foot or your shoulder or even your head.